Hey, good morning. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday to you, Molly, and happy Friday to all of you. Welcome to Friday Wins Live.
What are we doing here? I
We,
know, it's just rhetorical.
yeah, it's a rhetorical question. But for those of you that are new and don't know what we're doing, every Friday around noonish Eastern, because, we shift things around occasionally just to keep you guys on your toes, and because we have things to do sometimes, we gather here to celebrate the wins of women in financial services, and we call out their new roles, their promotions, and any other wins that they have been doing, like podcasts, uh, their appearances at conferences, any sort of publications that they've done, because it matters, and we want to say we see you and we have noticed what you've been doing, and we want to shout it out and say, hey, that is a cool thing that you've done, and it is important, and we want to make sure everybody knows it too. But that's
Mhm.
not all we're doing. What else are
No,
we doing, Molly?
that's the altruistic side. The secret
Yes.
agenda is to help everybody out there who wants to build their network with powerful women in financial services. Every Friday, we show up here, tell you who's out there making big moves and doing cool things, and give you a list of at least 20 leaders that you should go and connect with, and the icebreaker to do it. Congrats. That's going to get you a response. And we've been doing this, I don't know, almost a year now. So,
Almost a year.
easy way to build your network fast.
Yeah, every Friday, and I don't know why I didn't start it sooner, but I just started doing this. Every Friday, I started sending out messages to all of them and saying, hi, congratulations. I'm Audra. It's really nice to meet you. And it's whether I know them or not. And most of the time, we don't know these women, but we do now.
Yeah. Hey, happy Friday, Jill. And happy Friday, Suha. It's great to see y'all.
Thanks for
Okay.
joining us today.
Yeah, we have Dana up soon on industry intel. You don't want to miss this either. So we will start right away now with the new hire, new roles. Audra, you're going to take that one today. And hey, Roberta, TGIF.
That
Yes.
my new friend Roberta, we are actually going to connect here soon. So hi, Roberta, and thanks for joining us today. I'm really glad that you're here. So let me go ahead and start. And we are going to start with congratulations to Bank South, who is making some moves. This is the second senior hire that they have made in 3 weeks. So they have just hired the Senior Vice President, Chief Innovation Officer, Aaron D., who is an MBA. So congratulations to you. And we are keeping our eye on you, Bank South, because, like I said, this is the second big hire you've made in 3 weeks. So congratulations to you, Bank South Mortgage. And this this is a big deal. So Locked In Learning has just launched. So LaDonna Lockhart has just launched this new endeavor. She is the owner and CEO, and it is a mortgage education company. She has birthed this organization, and she is a sole proprietor. We are so excited to see what she grows with this. She has been in the industry for a very long time, and she has led several successful organizations, and now she's doing this one all on her own. And we are so proud of her and very excited to see where she leads this one. So, congratulations, LaDonna. We're so excited for you. So, we are thrilled to see you launch this. Next up, congratulations to Ellie Crab. I'm sorry, Ellie, if I mispronounced your last name. You have just been promoted to VP of Marketing over at Synergy One Lending. Synergy One, you've got a good one. Congratulations for making an excellent choice and promoting the VP of Marketing with Ellie. You've done an excellent job over there, so congratulations. And Kind Lending is making some big moves. They have They have now added 5 underwriters, 5 in the last 2.5 weeks. And they have added Melissa Griffith as the vice president of underwriting and Lacey Edgren as the senior underwriter of credit risk. So congratulations to Kind Lending and to those 2 ladies. And that's another organization we're going to keep our eyes on because something's going on over there. And that's one to watch. So everyone keep your eyes on Kind Lending because they're making some moves. They've made some big moves in the last 2.5 weeks. So they've got some plans. So everybody keep your eyes on Kind Lending. And last but certainly not least, Zillow Group has made 2 big moves. They have promoted to senior vice president of strategy and operations. They are leading business strategy, cross-functional operations, and partnerships. That is Katie Baroth, as well as appointing Zillow's first ever chief legal and policy officer overseeing legal compliance and government relations. First ever? That's almost hard to believe, but yeah, first ever. And that is Cassandra Sandy Knight. So congratulations to both of those ladies and to Zillow Group. We're definitely going to keep our eye on you, Zillow. We want to watch and see what you do as you grow. So congratulations to all of those organizations and especially to all of those women. And we can't wait to see what happens next.
Congrats, everybody. Okay, now for other wins. We have a lot of cool announcements today. Okay. Suha Zell, she is on the road again. She'll be speaking. This is a webinar. She's speaking. It's called the Leadership Shift. It's a webinar on navigating change, self-doubt, and imposter syndrome. It's sponsored by AFX Research, and I think that's for the Florida Association of Mortgage Professionals. So watch for that webinar. We will drop a link to it in the comments, or Suha can drop a link. I think she's watching. So don't miss that one. Also, Brooke Anderson Tompkins, keep an eye on her. She'll be speaking at Empowering You 26, which I think is the Empower conference right before the MBA annual, October 10th in Chicago. On the main stage, Brooke Anderson Tompkins will be speaking at Empower You. So that's awesome. Congrats to her and lucky audience. Also, down payment resource. This was interesting. I caught this in MBA's news link. They released a Q2 2026 homeownership program index, which includes information about the number of down payment assistance programs that are out there. And now it grew in one quarter by almost 70 programs. So there are 2,746 home ownership programs available nationwide for down payment assistance. I'll drop a link to that report too, because I think they can help a lot of lenders and loan officers connect people who want to buy homes with these down payment assistance programs. Win-win. Also, a big congratulations to Athena's council member, Jen Peachman, CMB. Jen, it's a long process. It is a hard designation to get. She studied and she got it. So congratulations to Jen Peachman and a big thank you to her sponsor. His name is Todd Potter. I don't know him, but thanks for walking Jen Peachman through that process. And a big congrats to you, Jen, for getting it done.
Hey, Jen.
Yeah. Okay. Also, there's a woman in our industry. I read everything that she publishes, and I suggest everyone do it. Her name is Mosi Gatling, Mosi Gatling. She's at New American Funding right now. She speaks at a lot of conferences, and I always catch those recordings. And she has just launched her own newsletter. So I will drop a link to that. I've already subscribed. I suggest everybody in our business should be listening to what Mosaic Gatling talks about in how to get people into homes, the home buying journey, and how to change our language and our thinking to make homeownership more accessible. Mosaic is she's one to watch, and having her own newsletter is a great achievement, and go subscribe. Okay, and then finally, Audra in Athena's Council in July, we had so many new members. Our growth was 6x our normal monthly growth. So we have 8 new members to welcome today, and I'm excited to do it. A big welcome to
Yeah.
Sandy Knott, Karen Postiglione, Renata Shiner, Kat Hoffman, Dion Aubert, Deanne Dawson, Meredith Lyons, and Jalen McMaster-Vick. So we're getting ready to have our new member welcome meeting in just a few minutes, and I'm excited to welcome all of them. And I know everybody else in Athena's Council is excited too. So good job.
Yeah, we're so happy that you guys have joined us, and we welcome you. Please, if we haven't gotten to you, we'll get to you. I've been reaching out to everyone that has just joined, and I can't wait to meet you. So welcome. We're excited you're here.
Okay, everybody, you ready for the industry intelligence segment? This is with Dana Georgiou, who is our founding chair of Industry Intel at Athena's Council, and she's joining us every Friday and bringing us the conversations we need to pay attention to beyond the headlines. You ready?
Yes.
There she is. Hi, Dana.
Hi, Dana.
Hello, hello, hello. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday. Thanks for joining us.
Always love being here with you two. I'm backstage and I'm just like cheering for all of these amazing women and the accomplishments and the promotions and how smart these companies are being about the talent that they're promoting and bringing in. So it's so exciting to be a woman in this space and to really see the focus on women in leadership in mortgage specifically, and everything that Athena's Council does with those women as well. So I love it. I love seeing everything about it. Okay, so market intelligence. A couple of weeks ago, we chatted about M&A is kind of the thing to be watching. Right. There's been a number of different ones that we've seen. Well, another one popped up this week. Envoy is acquiring Mason-McDuffie's distributed retail. So that's about 100 loan officers who have generated in the last 12 months $1 billion in originations. So this isn't any small little potato quiet acquisition. That's a pretty big win for Envoy and the model that they've been putting together over there. So congratulations to Envoy. My hope is that it is a great transition for all of those LOs that are being acquired. Sometimes that can be a little rocky when you're coming under a new umbrella, but Envoy is a great is a great mortgage provider in this space. So I have every confidence that they're going to make this transition as easy as they possibly can. But today for market intelligence, we're going to talk about Fannie Mae's AI governance mandate. August 6th is not the finish line. It was just the starting gun, right? And really, here's the thing that I'm going to ask the audience. If Fannie Mae showed up at your door today as a lender and asked you to list every AI tool that your company was using, who built it, and what safeguards you have in place, could you give them an answer in under 10 minutes? If that answer is no, you probably have a problem, because as of August 6th, just yesterday, that problem has a compliance deadline attached to it. So what actually happened? Fannie Mae issued their lender letter. It was LL 2026-04. Which became effective yesterday. And it is the first sector-specific AI governance mandate that has ever been issued to mortgage lenders. That's important. Every approved Fannie Mae seller servicer is now required to have a formal AI ML government or governance framework in place. Side note, all of you AI compliance consultings, if I were you, I would add AI mock audits to your list of things you do to help these lenders get in or at least advance potential audits that could be coming, and they will be coming. So the letter was published on April 26, giving lenders 120 days to comply. Not a very long lane for most lenders, right? We're as lenders traditionally with some of the other mandates that have been sent out, we're used to having 6 months, a year to kind of get our crap in order. Not happening here, folks. 120 days. It applies to any use of AI or machine learning in origination or servicing. So this is not just about underwriting tools, right? This is about Claude. This is about ChatGPT. This may be about a deployment of a specific business use case of a tool that you have used for. Freddie Mac issued parallel guidance at the same time. That's in section 1302.8. Hear me. This is not a suggestion. It is a contractual requirement that is tied to your lender contract with Fannie Mae now. So this is an industry reality check. Scotsman Guide reported this week that a significant portion of the industry showed up to the deadline unprepared. Brian View, who I follow and love, president of MISMO, he said publicly, there's really no excuse for any lender to not be prepared with a documented policy and procedure, and at a minimum, a baseline inventory of its own AI use case, right? It's throwing down the glove. Lenders, show up, know what's happening within your organizations, and be prepared with document to be able to support that. So, one of the things that I really want to, share out as a point is most lenders think that AI governance means writing a policy document. Fannie Mae's standard is much harder than that, right? So the AI LL mandate that got put out actually requires that you document the AI ML inventory. You must know every tool as it comes across origination and servicing, who built it and what it touches. You must have written policies and procedures that cover development, implementation, use, ongoing maintenance of every AI system. A named owner for each AI system who reviews and updates that policy at least annually. Fair lending and bias safeguards. Those AI tools must be tested for discriminatory outcomes, not just accuracy. So this is not just, hey, do you have it? Fannie Mae is asking, you have it, you identify it. It is also needing to be tested to ensure that there's not discriminatory outcomes, right? That is a whole nother level of AI deployment within lenders. Vendor and subcontractor governance. If your LOS, pricing engine, CRM uses AI under the hood, you are responsible for that compliance too. That is the one that the most of the lenders are missing. They're like, hey, I've bought this tool, that I've connected. It's not my tool, so I don't have to ensure its compliance. Fannie Mae says, nope, you absolutely do. Information security compliance, it's tied to Fannie Mae's existing business resilience supplement and live audit readiness. Upon inquiry from Fannie Mae, you must be able to quickly disclose the types of tools in use, providers, and the safeguards in place, right? And as Brian said, there really shouldn't be any reason that a lender cannot do that in 5 minutes or less, right? Policy document and a spreadsheet will not pass this test. You need operational evidence. So why is this bigger than compliance? The lenders who are treating this just as a checkbox exercise, you're going to lose, folks. The ones who treat it as an operational advantage, you're going to win. Every lender is already using AI, whether they know it or not. Automated income verification, fraud detection engines, AVM tools, chatbots, pricing algorithms. The question was never, are we using AI? It was always, do we know what we're using and can we defend it? And I'm going to tell you, I think this is a preview coming from CFPB and state regulators. Fannie Mae made the first move in the mortgage space, but it is not going to be the last. So governance framework built now is going to be reusable to those other mandates as they arrive. And then listen, the fair lending exposure, I think, is real here. If an AI tool in your stock makes or influences a credit decision and it has a disparate impact on protected class, your governance framework is the only thing that is going to stand between you and an enforcement action. We didn't know the vendor's model did that is not going to be your defense. So what mortgage lenders should do right now? Build your AI inventory first. Walk every department and ask, what tools do you use that involve automation, prediction, machine learning? You cannot govern what you have not mapped. Call your top 3 vendors today. Ask them directly. Do you use an AI product? Can you provide documentation of your AI governance framework? If they cannot answer quickly, that's a red flag, lenders. Assign an owner. Compliance does not happen by committee, folks. One person needs to own the AI governance policy and needs to be accountable for it annually. Maybe that's in technology. Maybe that's in compliance. Maybe that's in legal. You're going to have to decide, as a lender where it sits, but one owner needs to have it. Stop treating fair lending as a separate conversation. AI bias review and fair lending compliance are the same conversation now, right? Your compliance team and your technology team need to be in the same room. And then document everything in real time. The audit standard is operational evidence, not your intention. If you tested a tool for bias, write it down. If you reviewed a vendor's policy, save the email, build the paper trail as you go. So the mortgage industry has spent 20 years being told AI was the future. Fannie Mae just told us the future has a deadline. The lenders who built the government's frameworks this summer are not just compliant. They are operationally ahead of every competitor who is still trying to figure out what tools they're even using. So some quick stats. Deadline, August 6th. That was yesterday. It's already passed. Your governing document for this is Fannie Mae Lender LL-2026-04. You have a parallel rule that has come out from Freddie Mac in the Seller Servicer Guide section 1302.8. There's some industry sourcing that you can go check out that was published by Scotsman Guide and National Mortgage Professional. And then interestingly enough, there's a global context. Australia's APRA issued a parallel warning to all financial institutions on April 30th, 2026, citing the same gap between AI adoption speed and governance readiness. So this isn't just a mortgage industry US thing that's happening. We're seeing this happen from a global perspective. So that's all the good stuff I have for market intelligence today. It's a lot.
It's like a haunted house.
Yeah, that's a lot.
It is like a haunted house. Like you don't know what door you're going to open and what's behind it, right? Especially with the vendors. That's the part that's starting to kind of really give me some pause with lenders. Is like, I want to believe that they know what they're using as tools and could defend it. But I don't think a lot of these lenders know what other vendors that they're using that the AI is running on those tools, right? Pricing engines, LOSs. It's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot.
Thanks,
Those phones
Dana.
should be those phones should be ringing off the hook. They should be. They may not be,
Consultants
but
will
they
be
should
very
be.
busy. Yeah.
Yeah, we might want to put out an Athena's council of consultants that are going to be, specialized operational readiness for this, because I absolutely would recommend lenders to, once they think that they are operational readiness, take that through a mock audit and be sure that you're ready for it, right? Nothing could be worse that Fannie Mae goes to a seller servicer at that 120-day deadline and the lender can't produce. How does that impact you as a seller servicer? Do you get put on pause? Maybe there's financial impacts. Like, I think all of those things could come and play. Yes, Laura, lenders are way behind and it's scary. And I know, because I know you, you are absolutely focused on some of this compliance from an operational readiness, especially with AI. Another member, Brooke Tompkins, Suha, all of them talk about, AI, and all of them have been very astute in making sure that it's not just about, AI and use like as a solution, but how can it potentially impact your organization as a lender? Yeah, Jen, vendor management, absolutely key.
Jill Johnson says, most lenders have the view it's not my responsibility to know what the third parties are using, but Fannie Mae says wrong.
Yes.
And then Suha, the mock audit is great advice. And that's what she's been telling her clients 100%.
I tell you, if I still had my consulting business, it'd be the number one thing I'd be offering out right now.
That's a fantastic idea. Thanks for sharing this, Dana.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. That's what market intel is all about, is finding some, nuances and where it's going to be impacting our industry. And I don't think that anybody could dispute that AI has the capacity of creating fantastic operational efficiencies in mortgage, but it also has the capacity of tripping up some lenders. So we got to be watchful for it.
Yeah.
So if vendors were smart, they would create their own documented policy and hand it over in their vendor package. So it's already there. So they don't need to ask.
So Audra, I love that idea, but here's the thing and the perspective I have. There are so many small, nuanced AI companies launching tools and things and deploying them and so quickly. I don't know that they've thought about that, right? It's speed to market. Let me get this idea out there. Let me create a solution, that I can gain some revenue on. And I'm not faulting them for that. I'm just saying, if you're going to connect that tool into a financial or into a mortgage lender, you should be prepared in partnership with your lender to defend your product.
Yeah, it would be interesting next week. Maybe we should bring on a vendor who has their ducks in a row. To your point, Audra, I wonder if we can find somebody that's like, this is what we're doing. This is how we're helping our clients.
I know. I got a guy.
Okay, let's bring him.
Well, guy, gal, I got someone in my back pocket for most things. And I do have a company that I would lay the testimony to about that groundwork. I'll reach out and ask them.
Awesome. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you next Friday.
See you